Our guest of the week, Dr. Shola Afolabi, is a man of many sides. In the ICT knowledge and innovation sector in Africa, we refer to him as a colossus. In this encounter with Hilary Damisa, on his visit to Digivation's studio for the very first time, he bare his mind on issues bordering on growth and development of tech and related issues, not forgetting to x-ray the performances of the agencies in the ICT ecosystem.
Do you think Nigeria is on course to join the Committee of Nations and play strategically within the global digital economy?
Thank you, Hilary. It's a pleasure, and my congratulations to Digivation for the good work you are doing. Yes, let's just take a step back. We had the industrial age, and then we moved down to what we call the computer age, and now the whole world is going to the service age. It is because of the service that we need the information. So when you talk of the information society, you are really talking of a service society. I think your question is to be recast in, are we ready to provide services? And what kind of services do we want to provide? That's what will determine the kind of information that we need to have, the kind of information that we need to process, and how we treat the information that is available to us and how we gather it.
Now, you mentioned the essence of managing the information at the disposal of the country for economic growth. And this brings to mind the subject of big data, which many countries are beginning to take advantage of to ensure that their economy ride on information at their disposal. So how are we ready to ensure that Nigeria is a key player in this?
Yeah, it is exotic to talk of big data and such global terms, but I want us to bring it down to just a simple information base.
Okay.
And what is really the key point in an information base? It is identity. We don't know how many we are in this country.
Seriously?
And an average person has about 4 or 5 different identities. And that is why you cannot do serious banking. That's why you cannot do serious leasing. That's why you cannot provide many of the services that are taken for granted in the established countries. That's the problem. At the bottom of it all, in providing a service, is to know the identity of the person you are providing the service with, to be able to hold the person responsible. And I know that with all agencies collecting all kinds of information, it's difficult to know which one is the authentic one. And even agencies like NIMC that are supposed to collate, now they are going into the process of collecting their own data. Then you see all kinds of confusion. But we are using the technology to try to amass data.
Interesting. Now, as we wind down this conversation, the digital switch over in the broadcast sector has been on course, and Nigeria has missed the deadline twice. And finally, by June 2017, we are expected to have met with the International Telecommunications Union deadline for countries like Nigeria that haven't been able to meet up in the past. Are we on course?
The Honorable Minister of Information is a very good friend. We were schoolmates, but I beg to differ on the issue of the use of the digital space in that. Government provides platform. The actual use is in the private sector. I see open free-to-air service. I bought one. And the way they are trying to help me is that for the past 1 month, they have not been able to come to help me because it is all still in the hands of government. No. The telecoms revolution didn't come from the public sector. It came from the public sector giving a platform and liberalizing, and then inviting the private sector to come and do. There are media houses who are ready to fund and go into this digital as long as the government has provided the situation where they can obtain their licenses, pay for their licenses, and operate their licenses. As long as it is NTA that is going to do it, and God bless NTA, it is still government. And in government, there is no reward for initiative, there is no punishment for lack of it.
Dr. Afolabi begs to differ, and in his words, Namune, we will drop the curtain on this conversation in this edition, and we do hope when we call on him again, he will definitely oblige us. Dr. Afolabi, thank you so much for coming on.
It's been a great pleasure. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.